grown-ass woman lying on a young nigga. She did some little girl shit. But basically you see on camera the female groping him and sexually assaulting him. Now there's two situations just like that. The one with Kevin Gates and Kodak Black, which are both currently incarcerated, facing real serious time due to the system, how tight it is. You know what I'm saying? There is no slack in that system. If there's like, I'm gonna go back to the point. You see on the video, like I said, her sexually assaulting him, just like you see in Kevin Gates' video, the woman sexually assaulting him, and then they respond. As far as how Kodak responded, I'm not sure, but how it seems, what I saw from the news, is that he kind of like gets back and he's trying to push her off of him, you know what I'm saying, to protect himself. I'm not sure, but I think he was found guilty on that count. I'm not sure about that. But as far as the information around it, bro, it's like, you can go to jail today. And not even just in his situation, just in general, because there's nothing to continue on his situation in specific, you know what I'm saying? You could go to jail today, right? I met at least 10 to 15 people in jail that were in jail for no apparent reason. Like, I could give you an example. All right, there was a white man, actually, and I'm pro the people just like you. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about equality. I don't give a fuck about the specificness of the race. If you want of the race, you want equality, you have to be and think equal. Yep. You cannot. But every time you say, all right, Black Lives Matter, because Black lives do matter. I was pro Black Lives Matter at a certain point, but you have to evolve past that. The whole point is equality. You're not going to reach equality if you keep aiming for the black people. All it's going to do is empower you yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's only going to empower the black race. The more we go towards, okay, right and wrong, good and evil, and we try and get a certain amount of structure around good, you get what I'm saying, rather than evil, we can move forward and we can evolve as a being and as a group and as a human race and as a human mind. You get what I'm saying? So as far as the jail system, obviously we all know right now, the jail system, they got a lot of slip-ups. They got a lot of fuck shit that goes on. There's a lot of corrupt people working behind closed doors and behind the scenes. In situations like this, like I think like a month or 3 ago, when I was locked up, I was reading the news. Well, I was reading the newspaper, and in the newspaper, there was a white man that was arrested, and he was in jail for about 3 to 4 months. Now, in that amount of time, bro, you could lose your mom, you could lose your dad, your grandmother, a girlfriend. You could lose your house, your job. You know what I'm saying? You could lose everything you worked so hard to build. Yeah. Off of one situation for 30 seconds. For one wrong turn. The wrong person could find you off of one wrong turn. The body cams, they said, okay, we were gonna be more safe with body cams. Okay, we were gonna be more safe with the car cams. But what are they doing when they're on body cams arresting people that are like, all right, a fine, right? They're like, all right, I'm going to be very specific. The man was arrested and sat in jail for 4 months, right? They end up finding the suspect that was allegedly him, find out it wasn't him, you know what I'm saying, then release him and pay him. But sometimes money is not enough, you know what I'm saying? Why can't the officer that arrested me, why can't the officer that arrested me be arrested, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, why can't he be punished or serve years in prison?
So it's accountability.
You get what I'm saying? You should be accountable for fucking me. Go serve jail time, bro. Right. Fuck PC, go in general custody. You know what I'm saying? Go sit where murderers is at and rapists is at. You
because
know what
that's what you put me through.
Because that's what you put me through. Right. Go sit in the cell for 6 fucking months. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Go to prison for a little bit. Go have niggas trying to assault and fuck you over. You know what I'm saying? Go have niggas stomp your face and go have niggas do crazy shit to you.
But there's been movies about that where people will go to jail for something that they didn't do, and they become a whole different person because of the process in jail.
Yes,
it changes them.
It changes
you know what I mean?
But see, that's the fucked up part, because it can make you a phenomenal person or it can make you a complete demon on earth. Because there's some people that go in there, like, bro, if you go in there already a hard nigga, you gonna have so many niggas press you, bro, for some fucking points. You know what I'm saying? You gonna go in there and come out a complete thug, a complete imbecile. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna go in there and come out, excuse my French note, and I'm not disrespecting retardism, but a complete retard. You're gonna just come out stupid, bro, with no purpose, just being stupid, doing stupid shit, trying to be the hardest nigga, which is not possible. You know what I'm saying? Or going in and having no goals. You lose sight of the purpose when you go in there. You know what I'm saying? And it's very hard when you go in there to even have faith in life. After a certain amount of time, you even believe you're not getting out. after a certain amount of time.
Wow.
Like, bro, sitting in there for even more than a week, you forget what outside looks like. You might forget what your mother looks like. So if you go in there in a situation where you don't have any bond money, you know what I'm saying? You don't have money for a lawyer. Your parents passed away. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a girlfriend. Your girlfriend passed away. Everybody around you is nowhere to be found. You don't know anyone's number by heart. They're not letting you out, bro.
I'm here with XXXTentacion.
Tentacion, yes.
Tentacion.
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up. What's your heritage?
There's a bit of a mix-up, but right now I thought I was Egyptian, but I found out I'm Syrian.
Syrian?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
How ironic.
Syrian. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm still trying to like do my thorough research.
What do people think? You're automatically Latin, or like, what do you get a lot?
I hear people think I'm Dominican.
Dominican,
and Hispanic.
right.
Hispanic.
Do you speak any Spanish at all?
No. I like Spanish women, though.
Yes, I do too. That's what's up. What I'm trying to do, right, with the movement that I spoke to you about earlier,
Yes.
is I'm really trying to, because I'm not of your era.
Yes.
I'm the era before that.
Of course.
I'm trying to bridge the gap because it's just so much of a disconnect between the eras. Like you said, part of my responsibility was to be able to show you the game and this and that.
You know what I'm saying?
From my side of things, I looked at it like I wasn't able to have that opportunity because of social media and phones and stuff like that. And it seems like, right, it seems like Generation X and millennials, it's just like, you know, it's like they know everything. You can't tell them everything.
Yeah.
So it drew a big disconnect, whereas the generation before me was more connection because it wasn't like social media.
There wasn't as much distractions. The new world order was not in place. The new world order is electronics. I just hope everybody knows that. That's what the new world order is. You don't have to leave your house no more. You know what I'm saying? You don't, bro. You good. As long as you got a phone, you good.
Exactly.
You order everything.
So what's happening now is that I see it and I woke up.
Yes.
I say everything like I woke up, you know, where you no longer what you're doing is feasible or it makes sense, and you realize that you have a higher purpose, and that's what I relate to woke up. So since I woke up, I've been wanting to bridge that gap. You don't understand how this conversation with you is probably more important
than anything else right now.
Right.
If you want, like to move forward, even with your movement, because I actually just started a movement, and I would love if you guys were pro this movement as well. I started a movement called Free the Slaves 2017. To bridge that gap, we obviously have to set targets. You know what I'm saying? What are we targeting? What is it that we want to change in specific that can basically move throughout the United States? What are laws that we can pass throughout the United States or things that we can change throughout the United States? So actually, I came up with quite a few things. Here, I actually wrote it down. All right. As far as the judicial system in itself, when you are convicted or you are going to be found convicted of a crime, there are elements that be efficient for you to be found guilty of that crime, right? Mm-hmm. So the smaller the crime or the charge pressed against you is the least amount or the smaller amount of elements that there is. So if you have a misdemeanor loitering, you'll have one element. You know what I'm saying? Or if you have a petty theft, you'll have like one or two elements. You know what I'm saying? So those are very easy to convict you on. But if you have a felony, sometimes, or in some cases, and this is where it gets really, really like fucked up. In some charges, they'll have like 5 to 4 elements, which is harder to convict you of. You know what I'm saying? That's fair. But in some important charges, they'll have like 2 to 3. You know what I'm saying? There's in elements as far as in Florida. Now, what I want to do is I want to make the element amount for every charge skyrocket, because the judicial system and the state attorney's office, no disrespect to anyone, this is how y'all make y'all money, but this is not right. You know what I'm saying? I want to raise the amount of elements, and I also want to change this because there's a difference right now in Broward County and Dade County. Now, in Dade County, a lot of people are getting let go and they're getting to go home and fairly let go, obviously, because there's there's 2 differences. In Broward County State Attorney's Office, I'm not sure if you were aware, is paid to prosecute. Therefore, once a case is opened, when you see someone get arrested, right, and they sit for 9, 10 months, you always, for some petty shit, right, you always wonder, Why do they sit so long in Broward County? Anywhere else they would have got let go. It's because while you're in jail, the Broward County State Attorney's Office, whatever state attorney you have on that case, is getting paid.
They get a check for everybody
to prosecute. But while you're in jail, she's still getting paid.
Right.
So day by day, the check is just broken, spread apart. You know what I'm saying? She's getting paid to prosecute you. She might not get paid to win the trial, so she don't give a fuck about trial. She gonna make you sit, make you take probation, let you fuck up so you can come back, she can make more money. You know what I'm saying? So then you end up getting convicted for violating. They're gonna try and make you fuck yourself. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna make you sit, get some money, then let you go. It's not about, okay, did he do this shit? I wanna let him go. You know what I'm saying? So I wanna also change that. I wanna start a movement. Well, obviously I'm starting a movement, but I wanna start a protest to move to obviously we have to get a lobbyist involved and speak to different politicians. Or how are the corporate way?
I would love to help you with that.
And see, I'm not even done yet. I'm telling you, like
Right.
I'm planning some crazy, real crazy revolutionary shit. I want to change, obviously, them not being paid to prosecute. I want to change that. They gotta make their money somehow. Yes, okay, get paid to win trial. Get paid because he was guilty and you found out he was guilty. Get paid for that.
But not for him to sit there.
Not for him to sit there. Fuck that.
Because then that's what you're encouraging.
Fuck that. I seen he was 76 or 80 years old. I seen an 80-year-old man sitting in jail for running a fucking red light and then not going to court. And he was in there for a year.
Because he couldn't have the money.
He didn't have the money.
Yeah.
Which of his family
It's
members
true.
gonna be alive? An 80-year-old man. He was telling me his story, and I had to have someone translate. He was telling me I was on probation for running a red light because I was driving. He was driving drunk apparently, but for me, he didn't harm nobody. He didn't do anything. You know, nobody was hurt in the process of it. You know what I'm saying? I would understand if someone was hurt in the process of it.
Right.
But he got home safe. But obviously he got pulled over, went to jail. He got placed on probation. Okay. He never reports. He runs away from the probation because he old school. He don't want to do that shit. You feel me? He don't want to report to someone. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? So basically, like 10, maybe 20, 30 years later, you know what I'm saying? He's driving, runs a stop sign, and this is why he's old, you know? Police pull him over. They see how old the man is. They see, okay, he has a warrant for ducking probation like 30 years ago. Instead of being a man, you know what I'm saying? Being a man like, I don't want to ruin this old guy's life. I don't want to be a piece of shit of a person, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to put him in there and not worry. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, being a person, bro, is like, people aren't human. The money is what it is, bro.
Greed
is ruling us, bro.
Yeah.
Instead of being a person, he arrests the guy, and sure enough, I end up in jail with him, you know what I'm saying? So, as far as getting to the movement and changing it, like I said, the elements, increasing the elements for every charge. I want more than like 4 to 5 elements for every charge. I don't give a fuck what it has to be, even if it's simple. But I want them to have to be able to convict you of everything, because when you are going to be convicted, obviously they have to find you guilty and they have to get all of the elements. If they miss one, they lose trial. Just one. So it's already hard for them.
So that way it's not so easy to lock people up.
To convict you for a large amount of time, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, like I said, the protests towards non-prosecution, towards getting rid of the prosecution. Also, I want to do it to where, say for instance, I'm gonna give you an example. Do you have a girlfriend or a wife or anything like that? All right, say for instance, and obviously this is not real. This is just an example. You and your wife get into it, right? And I'm gonna do it in a reverse way. Your wife punched you in your shit. You know what I'm saying? And cops get called because you want her to be detained but not arrested.
Right.
They're gonna arrest her. They take her to jail. They're gonna charge her. They're gonna force you. This is how it works. So they're gonna force you to go to court against her, and then they're gonna threaten you. This is what the state attorney's office is doing. They're going to threaten you. They're gonna make you feel unsafe, so you can prosecute your wife.
Right.
They're gonna say, if you don't prosecute your wife, you're gonna go do 10 years in prison for false imprisonment. You know what I'm saying? For false imprisonment of someone that basically didn't commit a charge. You know what I'm saying? They